Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 3rd of January. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep into each of the 12 zodiac signs and share with you your Sun or your Ascendant. It's whatever you wish to watch. So this week begins with Neptune forging a really shimmering but beautiful angle to Venus. And by the end of the week, Venus comes into an exact conjunction with the Sun. Now that's brilliant if we're really wanting to think about something desirable or someone desirable that may be on our radar. With the January sales in full swing, it may be a monetary purchase we're considering. The sign of Capricorn, where Venus is very much about substance, so it may be a big ticket item that we're really drawn towards, or perhaps there's someone that we like that in some ways is quite well off or has some qualities that we really respect and admire. And the connection between Venus and Neptune can be really magical and very spiritual, so a connection doesn't have to happen only in a physical realm. Also this week, Mars, the planet of passion, is caught up in a bit of a tussle with, ironically, Neptune from the middle of the week. So there may be somebody that we're drawn to, perhaps someone who's a little bit more buccaneering or different, and their self-confidence or energy could seem a little bit intimidating. Then again, Venus can soothe this week, but Neptune in its angle with Mars can confuse. So if there is someone we're unsure of, we just need to be a little bit cautious. Now, of course, Mercury has moved into the sign of Aquarius, very much about friendship, very much about future planning, but it is in its pre-shadow period. So we need to micro-check all details to meet up and have fun. But it is true that Mars forges a very energizing link with the Sun. So if your focus is much more on your role in life, anything to do with entrepreneurship, being more go-getting, but in a material way, the Sun is really going to be supportive by the direct desire that Mars brings to the situation. Now, if you're new to my channel, I would be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And of course, with year 2022 upon us, if you want to ascend above this zodiac forecast and discover what your personal birth data is showing for this year, you can see my offer beneath this video. You can get a 12-month forecast from the time of order, your character analysis, and 30% off. Gain Syrian insights. The link is beneath this video now. Welcome, Aries, to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 3rd of January. That Mercury has just moved into such an engaging part of your situation is really very helpful. Of course, Saturn is in your 11th house already, and Jupiter has recently left. So there's been quite a lot of focus on the key players in your world. There may have been some growing relationships. There may have been some that have made way. If it's been difficult to stay in touch with people or meet up due to Christmas or even COVID regulations, Mercury moving into the 11th house of your situation encourages you to get in touch. But your ruler Mars forging that galvanizing link with the Sun this week is excellent if you're very clear about what you want to achieve this year, and your terms of reference, your New Year's resolutions are ones that you really want to act out with a lot of energy. So expect to have a lot of thrust. I think what can be a bit more complex for you can be anything around a relationship, because Neptune is in a very sentimental part of your situation. Jupiter is there now too. It is squaring up with the North Node. So some of the information that you're picking up, maybe through friends, maybe through social media, maybe through what you're actually told, may be a little hazy, or there could be some exaggerated expectations. Important to keep your feet on the ground, I feel. So also with Uranus and Saturn in a square. Anything to do with finance and friends is something that you need to be mindful of as well. That old adage of business and pleasure not mixing may be one you want to bear in mind. But by the end of this week, if you do meet up with someone special, or you decide to buy something that you really have wanted for some while, there could be a magical connection, and that can come through that lovely influence between the Sun and Venus, but also supported by the more shimmering energies of Neptune. So that's basically telling you, make sure that you truly listen to your gut feeling in terms of your big moves this week.